We have a bulletin just received.
I've never encountered anything like this world.
Project 4, the logic of interactivity. Your final project for the class is about the logic of interactivity. An interactive work can be defined as one where the viewer becomes an active participant in the experience, helping to determine what content is experienced, when it is experienced, and perhaps in a game-like experience, being rewarded, winning, or punished, losing, based on the choices that they've made. By definition, if the artist, the creator, can't determine what choices the viewer makes or when they will make them, they don't have full control over the experience. The artist doesn't specifically know what will happen at any given time. This is the value and the challenge of interactive work. It's a chance to create something that's really engaging and immersive. Rather than being told something or just seeing something, the viewer can understand through direct experience and be rewarded with further or greater experience for the effort. The emphasis of this project is on the logic of interactivity. Ease of use / consistency. It should be easy for the viewer / participant to understand what they are supposed to do. Your project should be consistent in its design and its set of choices so that the viewer becomes immersed in the experience and doesn't feel stuck trying to figure out what to do. This, then, is the challenge. It has to be so simple and elegant that the interface basically becomes invisible. It's only the experience that the viewer focuses on. And yet the experience has to be challenging and surprising enough that the viewer will be interested enough to continue the experience. When a creative work is interactive, things will happen that can't be anticipated by the artist. Interactivity creates immersive and engaging art in collaboration with the person who is traditionally defined as the viewer, but in this case is an active participant or partner in the creation of an experience. The artist can't fully control what happens. The artist can only create a consistent and engaging framework for experience so that the artist can be reasonably sure that the viewer will have a valuable experience no matter what choices they make and what specific things they experience. Picture you're building an amusement park. Once people are in the park, you can't control where people go or when they go there. Based on individual preferences, any two people may leave the amusement park at the end of the day having had vastly different experiences, both of which could be positive. So you can't control any of that. What you can control is the overall experience. You can design a park with overarching visual themes and emotional consistency or feeling. You can design a highly defined and consistently engaging container for experience, a platform in which people can engage as they wish. If you did it right, you created the basis for something identifiable, consistent, and engaging, regardless of individual choices made by the people in the park. Interactive experiences began long before the advent of digital technology. But as with other concepts explored here, digital technology is particularly good at interactivity. Digital technology offers all kinds of new and specific ways to interact with creative content unknown to previous generations. The World Wide Web. The Internet is the ultimate interactive collaboration. Virtually the sum total of human knowledge, and we navigate through it by making choices based on need or interest. Social media. Post, share, tag, like, comment, retweet, shared memes. All examples of interactivity. Games. Both literal games and the gamification of content. Interact, learn, achieve, reward, level up. Games are immersive environments for interactivity. If it's made on a screen and experienced on a screen, any kind of content can be interactive. Choose from among a series of choices, go to a different place based on the choice that you made. Want to know more about a certain subject? Click on the headline. Want an image to be bigger or to make it move? Tap. Flowchart. You will be creating an interactive art project. In the previous project, storyboards were the key to designing your visual story. Things moved in a linear fashion, and you controlled what happened and when, taking us through your story from beginning to end, step by step. Just as storyboards are great for mapping out a linear story, a flowchart is great for mapping out interactive logic. A flowchart says, if this, then this. A flowchart maps out points of interaction. Should we move left, right, or forward? If we choose left, we're confronted with a new set of choices based on the choice that we made. Because we moved left, we fell in the water. Should we try to swim to the other side of the water? Should we wait to be rescued? Or should we get out of the water and go back and try another direction altogether? Then we make one of those choices, and then that choice presents other new choices, and so on. Notice that a flowchart resembles a tree, where every level of choices creates more choices, more branches growing from the tree. So, if your interactive project initially offers 3 choices, there will be 3 choices on the second level of your flowchart. If each of these 3 choices offers 3 more choices, then you have 9 total choices on the third level. If each of these 9 choices offers 3 more choices, when you click on it, your fourth level on your flowchart will have 9 times 3, or 27 choices, so it adds up quickly. In this example, in order for someone to click through your project 4 times, click, 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 you need to prepare 40 different slides. The viewer can interact with your project several times and have a different experience each time. Your assignment. Create an interactive project that involves multiple levels of interaction with the viewer. You may use animation, live action video, still images, audio, or any combination of approaches. Create a clear, simple, effortless design for navigation. At the same time, make sure that the interactive work is challenging and surprising to the person that experiences it. These are the 2 opposite but necessary challenges that you face when designing an interactive work. We will use Apple Keynote, which is simple but robust, and it lets you easily create projects with interactive elements. Apple Keynote is frequently used in professional environments to create interactive mock-ups and prototypes for games, software, and devices. You have a lot of freedom in the type of project you design. People have done everything from an interactive movie to a paper doll that you dress for this project. Plan the experience first by making a flowchart. This will make the rest of your experience much better and much easier. Each point on your flowchart will probably equal 1 slide on your Keynote project. If you do your flowchart well, you'll know exactly how many slides you'll need and how they link to each other. Make sure that your choices are logical and consistent. Blue, red, and orange, not blue, red, and spaghetti. Make sure that your interface is well designed for both visual aesthetics and usefulness. Make sure that your experience is worthwhile, interesting, and engaging to the participant. Have several levels or depths of interactivity. Choices lead to more choices, those choices lead to other choices, etc., etc., etc. Hint: giving a viewer just 1 choice is not a choice at all. You need 2 or more choices at any given juncture in order to truly engage the viewer as a participant. To make things clearer, I'll talk you through some student examples and show you some of these possibilities in the next video.